So this is going to be a multi-part series. For those of you that are learning to ride, I hope us breaking it down like this and showing it to you incrementally helps you and makes a bit more sense. Feel free to skip around. I'll be sure to drop links to all the episodes in the description down below. Big thanks to Seminole Harley-Davidson for letting me go through the course and film it so that it helps you guys that are looking to learn to ride motorcycles.
To shift gears and stop smoothly, you're going to enter through these large cones and do your friction zone clutch control. In and out with your clutch. Once you get done with both the friction zones, this is your shifting lane. You're going to speed up, shift to second gear, ride second gear a little bit. As you come to these green cones where we'll be standing, pull your clutch in, downshift, make sure you stop back in first gear. When I pull my clutch, I just downshift right then and there. Because then my clutch is staying in the whole time because I'm stopping, right? So then I'm just starting my braking. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, just pull your clutch in and brake and then downshift once you stop. The only time you're second gear is when you're shifting to second and then you're back in first gear for the rest of it. We run this exercise in reverse as well.
All right, so building upon what we've learned thus far, and we are basically going to be taking some turns as well as shifting into second on the long straight. All right, so kind of playing follow the leader here. So we're teardropping, as they said, into the first set of cones, and we're just using like kind of friction zone control, going slow, maintaining that balance. All right, ready? Slowly out, looking where I'm going, maintaining balance. Playing with that friction zone to go, kind of easing out on clutch, pulling back on clutch. All right, so this is the part where we're shifting up to second. So he's going to speed up, basically letting out on the clutch, using throttle, speeding up, and then he'll pull in on the clutch, shift up, let out on clutch again, get back on throttle, and then before the time he gets to the end, he's going to pull clutch back in, downshift into first gear, and come to a stop. Whenever you're not actually on the bike, it is probably a little bit more difficult to kind of understand all this, and that's why I really encourage you guys to sign up for an MSF course or whatever it's called wherever you're from, some kind of, you know, motorcycle training course that teaches you how to ride. Pretty much going to be accelerating up to speed, clutch in, off throttle, shifting up, and continuing on, and by the time we get to the end of it, vice versa. So speeding up, pulling clutch in, shifting up, continuing on, slowing back down, applying brake, downshifting, and stopping at cones. All right, so making that left-hand turn, inside the line, other side of the cones. Biggest thing when doing those turns is you just want to look where you're going. You don't look over here, you look over here whenever you're making those turns. And then we're back to the slow part. So just using that friction zone to kind of get going. Looking where you're turning, taking the left. Yeah, and then we're just doing that over and over and over. Rinse and repeat. Practice makes perfect. All right, so we are reversing it so that we can practice same kind of thing, shifting, but instead in the corners this time, where we're supposed to be, you know, looking where we're turning, we're going to be turning right. This whole thing accomplishes a couple things. We're basically learning, getting comfortable with shifting, also getting comfortable with the low speed, using the friction zone and going, and then you're also getting comfortable with what we just did, turning left, and now that we've reversed it, we're going to get comfortable with turning to the right. So I'm going to do this one pretty quick. See what this bike has. And stopping. Boop. Taking a right. Boop. Looking where I'm going. Taking another right. Looking where I'm going. Low speed. Using the friction zone. Slow, slow, slow. Basically feathering the clutch so it doesn't stall out. All right, and we're staging. Bike off, keys off, kickstand down, off a bike. Back inside to reflect. Oh, back to the air conditioning. Oh my God.
So for the shifting lane, is it really that difficult once you kind of got a little more used to it to shift a motorcycle? Yeah. You know, key, you gotta have that momentum up. Make sure you pull that clutch lever in. Can you shift without pulling in the clutch? Yeah, but it's a lot safer, a lot less wear and tear in your transmission. Pull the clutch in, shift up. It's a little more than just an ankle flick, right? You kind of gotta lift your foot up a little bit, okay? Never, you know, shift up and go, I'm in neutral, and shift up again. Because that's how you end up in like third, fourth, fifth gear, when you don't really want to. Once you shift into second, ease out that clutch, roll on. You will know if you've gone into neutral. Because the moment you start easing out that clutch and getting on the gas, there's no power, but the RPMs are gonna shoot up. For the perimeter turn, don't let the clutch all the way out. It's all about the friction zone for those limited space maneuvers. So you're letting that clutch pull you. The way Juan and I approach these is we get our momentum up, put our feet up, clutch in, turn our head, and turn our handlebars. And we coast, and then ease that clutch out to pull us out of that turn. Some of y'all were covering that front brake. Make sure you keep that hand around that hand grip. Because if you have that, you know, oh crap moment, if you're covering that front brake, it becomes a reaction, you know, because it's right there. So you will grab that front brake. When you use that front brake, roll off, reach, squeeze. Your rear brake, when you have the handlebars turned, is your best friend.
Basically, the point of this drill is we are leaving it in second gear, so I've upshifted into second, and we're going around just the perimeter here. So we're staying in that second gear. We're slowing down when it comes to the corners here. They said we're not going in like an oval like NASCAR, so we're actually like taking the corners and slowing down. Looking where I'm going straight. Looking where I'm going again, going straight. All right, and then at this point, we are going to be going reverse. All right, so you guys, I'm using like both brakes as well as like engine braking to slow down a little bit. But in this drill, they're basically wanting us to basically take the corners and then just be like, keep it in second gear. If I slow down too much, you'll basically hear the bike lugging. Right, so like if I'm going right there, the bike's lugging a bit. So you want to keep it above about 10 miles an hour. Now the biggest thing in these turns is looking where you're going. So I'm going to be looking to the right, see, looking where I'm going, make the turn. Same here, looking to the right, make the turn. Slowing down, coming off the throttle, looking to the right, make the turn. So we're pretty much in second gear. That's a good way to practice second gear. Just doing circles in a parking lot. All right, guys, we're gonna take this little, these cones real quick, just because the recording messed up. So basically, like with these, we're going in and out, but you're gonna wanna look where you're turning. So right, see, I'm going left, but I'm looking right. Same with this one, going left, looking right. It's gonna be the same on each. And then if I'm doing it reverse, right, so I'm on the right side, I'm going left, but I'm looking at where I wanna be next. So much of this is mental, because you wanna look where you're going. Don't look at the cones. If you look at the cones, you're totally gonna hit the cones. Right side, see, looking left. Look at where my camera's facing. That's exactly where I'm looking. And you're just basically using that friction zone in this. So much of it is just mental, guys. You gotta look where you want the bike to be and just trust that the bike is gonna go there while you're looking that direction. All right, so it is recap time. So we're gonna recap, take a break. It is so hot out here today. Whew. Hey, if you guys are finding this useful, you know, all this MSF information, I am sweating bullets right now. It is crazy hot. So if you guys could do me a favor and hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. We're working hard to get y'all this content. These guys here at Seminole Harley-Davidson working hard to set up this course, Really appreciate you all. Yeah, as always, big thanks to Seminole Harley. All right, so we're going to continue on here in just a moment and back in the classroom where it's nice and air conditioned.
So what was important, you guys? Tell me. So having proper momentum. I don't think I saw anybody take like the offset really slow. Your bike likes momentum. It stabilizes the bike. So if you got enough momentum, you're like, oh man, this is easy. If you try to do that really, really, really slow, you're like, oh my God, I don't have, you know, enough momentum. And you go, oh crap, I need to put a foot down. That's your body telling you, I need more momentum. So listen to your body. If you go, oh, I need to put a foot down, let that clutch out of here. Maybe a drop, just a drop of gas.
Some of you guys I asked, why do we not want you to pull the clutch in? When you pull the clutch in, you take power away from the back tire. When your bike's leaning and you're in a curve, if you re-engage it, you can possibly, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but you can possibly cause the bike to slide out from under you when you re-engage that clutch and that tire starts spinning again.
I hope the video was helpful. If it was, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Hitting that like button helps the channel a lot. And if you have any friends out there that are looking to learn to ride as well, be sure to give it a share. If y'all enjoy motorcycle content, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon as well so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. And until next time, you guys ride safe out there, stay vigilant, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.